And welcome back, guys. After 2 days of chaos in the convention center and an absolute fun time.
And very sore feet.
Yes, very sore feet, legs, the whole 9 yards. We come to the conclusion. Man, the last 2 days has been a blast. I've been hunting down signatures, standing in lines for panels, talking to a bunch of great people from all over the place, and just, it's amazing. So many people can come together in one area and have so much fun and be doing thousands of different things. Succeeded in my goal of getting all the Minecraft members to sign an Enderman head after having to wait till after the Minecraft panel to track down Zisto. He had been eluding me for the last 2 days and got him to sign the head after security had been telling us we could only get one thing signed. So I had gone through the line with the Minecraft little postcard, or yeah, the postcard that they give out, and had everyone sign it. And while the security wasn't looking, I was like, "Hey Z, you're the last one to sign the head from the Minecrackers. Would you mind?" And he's like, "Oh no, most definitely." Scribbles it out, and sure enough, goal complete. That brings me to another funny thing about the Minecraft panel. We were in there, and then Dinnerbone comes in, and I kind of point him out to Zakia. I was like, "Hey, look, there's Dinnerbone." And she kind of looks, and he looks around real quick, kind of shadily, trying to see if anybody had noticed him. And he slides into the middle of the row that he was in and sits down, kind of looks down at his feet. He's waiting a minute, and then he kind of looks around, figures out, that's not the greatest place to be sitting. He'll get stuck right in the middle of a row. So he comes back behind my row and sits right behind me for the Minecraft panel and goes, "Yeah, it's kind of bad when I have to have an escape route for going to a panel." And he sits there, and whenever we all get up to leave, he immediately looks at the floor and covers his face with his hand so that people wouldn't recognize that he was there. Oh, poor man. But it was fun. I had him sign a little vinyl Steve in diamond armor, and I had him sign the head for the Minecraft, since he is technically part of the Minecraft server. And then, let's see, what else? We got all that stuff that you heard me talk about in the last video in the swag bag. So I went out and picked up the Minecraft pin set, which gave me a creeper, a redstone block, and a pig that says Minecon Orlando, Florida 2013. And then, what else have I picked up? We got the cookie cutter set, which is a pick, a Steve shape, a cookie, haha, funny funny, and what was the other one, babe?
A sword.
A sword, and a creeper face. There we go, it's a creeper face. So, and while we stood in line waiting for the signatures for the Minecraft guys, a couple of the people, one was a huge vintage beef fan. The girl had a vintage beef apron on, had made little meat cleavers, and it was pretty far out there how much she put into getting ready for this. That she's like, "Oh yeah," and they were talking about a Minecon Xbox cape for your avatar. We're like, "We didn't get that." And she's like, "Yeah," and she pulls it out of her bag. At that point, Zakia huffs off to the information desk and raises a fit.
It was not a fit. I asked a question, and they were more than happy to oblige by saying that people who pre-registered were people who got there too early missed out on the capes because they didn't even get them until the last minute of pre-registration. So after they got them, they immediately stuffed all the bags, and those who pre-registered because they opened pre-registration early did not get one. And we were the only people to go up there and actually complain and ask for one, and they were more than happy to just give me two.
He's filling in the mountainside. Because I
Let him
gave
do whatever you want. You may want to forewarn him, however, about the spawner being over there. He doesn't freak out and go break it. He'll fall down a hole. Oh goodness. There are creatures everywhere.
I don't know where they're all coming from tonight. Uh-oh. You got one of the flowers. You got the sunflower.
There's still more of those out there.
Yeah, there's still more out there. And I have some in the chest. So, let's see. Met tons of people. Chatted up Good. Chatted up BTC. If you were watching the live stream, you got to see Generic make a fool of B-dubs in the middle of the Minecraft panel. That was pretty funny. The Minecraft panel filled up almost an hour before time, so they started seating people. Well, during that time, the Minecraft guys were tweeting out like crazy that they were nervous. They were hearing the room was already full. You know, they were excited, but it was a scary thing to know that, you know, so many people were there to see them. Well, they decided to come in and entertain us beforehand. So that we had about 20 minutes sitting in there with them joking, singing, and everything else. And I recorded a couple minutes of that, and I'll be uploading it to my channel just for giggles. So, those guys are a hoot. It was great.
I love those guys.
So,
and I may be mentioned in either a B-dubs or a generic video.
And also, Zakia is more than likely going to be mentioned in either B-dubs or GB's videos. We were going through, and we were heading somewhere. I think we were heading for the expo hall. Well, as we were heading that direction, I recognized B-dubs, and Zakia was pretty much standing right next to him. And I was like, babe, hey, look. And I'm pointing right at her, or not, yeah, right at her, woof, right at him. And she's like, what? Who? And then she realizes who she's like standing right next to and did the squealy girl freak out thing. You did.
I did.
You did.
I did.
You
I
can't,
fangirled it.
So
I'm so happy.
Yep, she totally fangirled it. And
waited in line.
Yep, we waited in line, which then B-Dub's line got relocated, but luckily we were like number 4 in that line at that point. So B-Dubs got moved downstairs to the convention center and was there for 2 hours after we got out of line signing things. But Zakia goes up to get something signed. She's like, she didn't have anything like I had the Enderman head, so she had B-Dub sign her little, I guess, access badge. Well, after she does that, she's like, oh my god, you're my favorite YouTuber, you're so awesome, and she's so excited she starts to cry.
I'm so happy.
Well, B-Dub's like, no, stop, or you're going to make me cry, I'm not that great, and she, you know, it makes her freak out even more, and, you know, so on and so forth. Well, we go back upstairs. I wait in line for Doc, BTC, and Good signatures. Then I turn around and go down the hall and pick up MC, Nebris, and Pause and Pause, and GB's down there as they relocate the Minecrackers from right in front of the expo hall down towards these few concession stands. Well,
now granted, I am able to talk to Doc, Dude, Pause. I'm able to talk to everyone else just fine. And we get up to Generic, and I get him to sign my badge, and I start to cry again because I now have a B-Team signed badge. And I was so happy. I was the happiest person that could ever be there. And I cried again, and he gave me a hug and told me not to cry, and it would be okay.
Well, yeah, it was pretty funny. We were going through the Minecraft sign line, and B-Dubs and GB are right next to each other. And of course, they both look at each other and go, hey, is that the girl you were talking about? And they're like, yeah. And then, you know, GB was like, yeah, I was talking to B-Dubs about you the other day. yesterday when we got back to the hotel and I was like, that girl dressed like a vampire that started to cry? Which, that was pretty funny to me. And B-Dubs was like, yeah. And she was sitting there telling them how great they were. And B-Dubs was like, or not B-Dubs, was like, don't cry, don't cry. And
B-Dubs told me not to cry again. I said, I'm going to hold it together this time. And Generic goes, oh, I'm going to make you cry. And he told me he was so happy that I came there to visit them. And he was just so overjoyed to meet a fan that was so happy to see them. And I nearly lost it again. Made it around the corner. And I think it was Paws who asked me if I was going to be okay. And I said, yeah. I just got to get, at least 20 feet away from the B team, and I'll be able to breathe again.
So she was a flabbergasted fangirl. We'll just put it out like that. But all in all, Minecon was great. Tons of stuff to do. Never a dull moment. Tons of people that are there, ranging from, like Lydia said today, from 3 years old to, we had a 98-year-old woman in there.
Today was her birthday, and she was spending Minecon with her great-grandson with her great-grandson at Minecon.
So, she's over there almost bawling now.
I'm not.
Don't let her lie.
I'm so happy.
She's almost over there bawling right now.
I don't care.
What is he doing, by the way?
He's just standing around there.
He's staring at my feet. Is there something on my feet? I can't see my feet. Oh, shoot him with an arrow. Right in the forehead. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah. That was in the face! Why is it in his shin?
Did you shoot an arrow at him?
Yeah.
No, it arcs.
How did it arc from full power? Right, like, I could reach out and stick it in him from the distance I was at.
That sounds dirty.
Giggity. So, let's see. Day 1, I saw Lydia, and I saw Jens, or Jeb, as some people would know him by. Yeah, Jens. Yeah, Jens, as Lydia called him during the first day. Then we saw Sky does Minecraft first day, which he did a live parody performance for opening ceremony. And then they did another parody video right as we were leaving at closing ceremony. They pretty much got it done, and then the guy come rushing there to get us a copy of it for closing ceremony, and it was the wrong one. He was so disappointed in himself. And then...
everybody was happy about it.
Yeah, it was a great video. From the snippets that we could see, it was a parody of Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball.
And it had creepers.
And it was involving creepers on wrecking balls, and it was hilarious. So, it was supposed to be uploaded sometime maybe later today, or, well, the last day of Minecon, I should say, since this isn't going up today. And then, tired. Been walking around last 2 days. Exhausted. So I've covered the YouTuber Enderman Head. I don't remember if I talked about the vinyl Steve that I've got signed by a good portion of the Mojang guys. Saw Notch once. He was being ushered down the main hallway rather quickly by security, and then some little kid walked up to him and asked if he could have a signature, and security about did everything but toss him to the side. So that kind of sucked. I would have loved to have been able to get my Steve signed by Notch and Jeb, but couldn't track down either of those guys. The first and last, well, not first and last, but the first time I saw Jeb was during the Future of Minecraft panel, which for the Future of Minecraft, that should have been a recap of Minecraft. they covered all the updates between last Minecon and this one, and then for the future, much to come, no promises. That's what they said. So, kind of sucks there. But hey, it's their show. Let them run it how they want. It's still great anyhow. So then we come to, let's see. Then I saw him at Adventure Island, swamped by people, but I had dropped off all my signable memorabilia back at the hotel. So, kind of sucked.
It's not like we want to be walking around in the rain
Yeah.
with a bunch of Minecraft stuff.
I know. Didn't want to walk around with a cardboard Enderman head and it raining. And it's bad enough that we had the camera and everything else to worry with. But all in all, Minecon, very well, or very, yeah, very well on execution. Presentation-wise of some things could have been better. They could have allotted more time for things, but they didn't. So that kind of sucks. Then, what else, babe?
You met Old Man Willikers.
Oh yeah,
By
Rob,
pure coincidence.
Old Man Willikers.
He's not even wearing a panelist badge or anything.
What was walking back down the hallway where all the Minecrackers were hanging out and figured we'd go chat with whoever wasn't busy signing everything and anything under the sun, like God forbid this one little kid. Sign my computer, sign my phone, sign my face, sign my shoe, sign my shirt, now sign my other shoe.
No, he had one shoe for Mindcrack and one shoe for the other YouTubers. I don't remember which ones he was getting. But, and then he signed his phone case, you signed his computer, you signed his Mindcrack paper, and you signed his face. It was ridiculous. And we got stuck behind him twice.
Yeah, that kid was something else, man. So standing there just chatting away with BTC about World of Warcraft stuff, because I'm pretty sure he was about sick of hearing things about Minecraft in a Minecon convention from everyone that was there.
He asked me a question. He leaves me.
Yeah, not surprising. And then I was chatting up with BTC and Good. Stood around for a little bit. And who was it? Where was I going with that?
Hey.
Met somebody is what you said.
I wasn't even paying attention. I was trying to answer his question.
Oh, well, where was I going with that? I don't know. Can't remember. But
we went up there to ask Dude when...
Oh yeah, when Beef was gonna raise from the dead. Yes, because apparently Good and Beef stayed up all night after transporting the Minecraft party decorations to the Minecon convention hall and setting them up, and went back to their hotel about 8 o'clock, laid down. Good slept for 2 hours, came to the con, and was signing things ever since, and Beef was not. He slept till like 6 in the afternoon, or 6 in the evening. So, there's just...
And that's when we happened to meet Badge. He was up there for the first one.
Yeah, Badge came wandering up at that time whenever we were up there chatting with the Minecrackers. And MC came up, Nebris came up. I felt sorry for Nebris. Nobody really wanted Nebris' signature, but I don't think people really realized who Nebris was. I have not seen Nebris' face till the Minecraft party videos were going up from like BTC of them all signing the cards. I got my signature from Nebris and MC while they were on the expo floor taking a picture with Nebris' character statue. So I got them to sign it there, but Nebers just kind of hung out, stood around, and signed things. If somebody come up to him, he wasn't like, "Oh, hey, I'm Nebers." It was one of those, wow. He just kind of looked like he was moping, kind of.
Almost. I mean, like, it's not like he had people begging at him. Like,
yeah.
Doc was surrounded.
Almost the whole time. B-Dubs had hours worth of lines. Doc told somebody right in front of us that they're like, "Wow, how can you still be signing stuff, Doc?" And he's like, "'Cause my fans are the reason I'm here, and I'm gonna sit here and do everything I can for my fans." I think he stepped out of line after the Redstone panel to go get something to eat, and that's the only time he stopped signing stuff. It's either to go eat, go to the bathroom, and I'm pretty sure if they would have bugged him in the bathroom, he probably would have signed something just to get rid of them.
No, I don't think so.
No, but that's probably the one sacred place they would want to be left alone. But
yeah. Poor generic.
Yeah, poor GB. "I gotta pee, where's the nearest bathroom? Around the corner, GB!" And he just takes off running.
"I'll be back, I
swear! Those guys were a blast. I mean, they made sure they at least said hey to everybody. So, you could tell that they truly appreciated their fans, and that was great. That honestly was. I'm glad to have met pretty much all of them. Now, it's just a matter of wait until next Minecon and seeing what happens next. So, I leave in the morning to travel home. So I think I'm going to wrap up here. I still got to repack everything that I unpacked and pulled out and get all my newly acquired swag back in a bag somewhere and maybe pre-pack the vehicle for tonight. So I'm going to call it here, guys, and I will catch you later.